We finally left the end zone. Just look at this beautiful scenery. It's marvelous. I'm glad we prepared ourselves well for this kind of scenario, especially since our inventories in the end zone ran low. Well done. Everything you need to know should be right here. I think that before we can construct buildings at all, we have to assign the profession builder to several settlers so that they can take care of construction contracts. All right. Your builders will be ready as soon as construction contracts have been issued. The first thing we ought to do is to establish a working water supply. So we'll move on to our first construction contract. Place and build a jetty by a lake. Very good. The jetty was completed as planned. Now we have a place where we can collect water. There are other possibilities. We can obtain and store water from different sources, like a jetty, rain collector, or well in the cistern. The cistern should always be in close proximity to a water. We have now installed a working water supply, and water is now transported from the jetty to our cistern. Consider hiring more water. Now we should focus on food production. It's important to ensure the supply right from the start. A gatherer's cabin, a hunting lodge, or a fishing hut can directly remedy the situation. I suggest starting with Good work. We've now taken care of our basic supply via food and water. Make sure that you have enough food and water on hand at all. Crops are another excellent way of getting food because they constantly grow as long as the soil is moist enough. Each seed has different yields and growing times. This means that it could looks good. Remember that we need the widest variety of food sources to stay healthy. You should also plan ahead for drought periods that might come when it's not going to rain. Stock up on food and adapt your production to avoid bottlenecks. I'll show you a few more strategies. At the beginning, we don't have much scrap, wood, or other resources. We could build a production building, but to obtain resources as fast as possible, it's best that we start gathering right away. Assign a Gather All Resources task. All the settlers who